Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Cowboys ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Russell.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keeps it himself. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Out wide left, it's Platt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Russell. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Hey, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Complete on the left to Williams. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Touchdown, Arkansas! The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right side, it's Hawkins. Still running at the 40. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and then the offense has a negative play.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. 2nd down, going to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Dumps it off in the flats. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Hits inside. It's Hawkins. Driven back.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Into the end zone for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacked on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Snags a quick pass on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Jackson gonna throw it. Over the middle, it's Williams. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Straight ahead, it's Russell. Breaks into the open. 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Rolling his way into the end zone.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Barney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Out of bounds at the 20, and just like that, from their own territory to the red zone.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautiful.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Needs it here on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Hold it. Finds his man on the left. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Jackson will throw. Finds his target. At the 35, he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig swing.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Now hits it, it's Russell. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll throw on third and short. Got it. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Second down to the air. Trying to barrel in. Hunt down Razorbacks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Deep in the end zone, it's Barney. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And he's going to try to return this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Jackson will throw. That's caught. It's Watkins. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Russell. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Russell. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Here's Parker. Bust through behind his pad. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their third. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Jackson gonna throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Arkansas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Barney. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Sends it downfield. Brings it in down the left side. He's loose. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys! Lining up to add another. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Jackson will throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 3 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback.
And it's the Crimson Tide with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
Enough to move the chains. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. And he gets it away.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
2nd and long here. Jackson gonna throw it. Right side, it's Russell. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snapped on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Jackson will throw. Touchdown, Arkansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And right down the middle. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Jackson gonna throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And the pressure continues to now shift towards this defense. And running backs had a great day today, carrying the football. They know they've got the lead late in the game. How aggressive do they want to be? And especially defensively now, what's your answer for this ground game? Because it's been really good today.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Makes the grab. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. They'll run the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though...
Snags it, and he's open. That's funny. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Out wide right, it's Danzy. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the return, it's Barney. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Going for the big play. Reels it in down the left side. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Right side, it's Hawkins. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive touchdown Razorbacks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to throw one first.
A I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. That's caught. It's Moore. A relatively short but effective gain. He's out of bounds at the 11. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the route is on.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. From deep, it's Barney. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He makes a catch. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
At the 34, 1st down for the offense.
Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Defense in press coverage. Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Just keep slinging it. Gonna let it fly. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll go to the air. Backs looking for the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. Long way to go on second down. Making the adjustment. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Off play action on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
On the run, it's Russell. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They need a huge play on third and long. Jackson will throw. Out wide right, it's Russell. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Rashad Downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on?
Makes a catch. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Looking to throw again. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Fitted in the window for the score. Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Running inside, it's Russell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Russell. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their third. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Got to make the play on 4th. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Finding space. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Absolute shank. Missed it. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Right side, it's Hawkins. They make the stop.